and CEO of Consumers Energy, Garrick Rochow.
Hey,
Good morning.
Good morning. How's everything?
It's a beautiful day. We won't be using much energy today, I don't think.
Yeah, it's a nice day out there.
These are the days you love.
I love these blue sky days. It's wonderful.
But we did. We had, oh my gosh, what a winter. Ice storms and wind and snow, and really taxed the company, and you guys had quite a response. It was a record-setting ice storm, wasn't it?
It was a record-setting ice storm, one of our second worst in our history. Some 485,000 customers were impacted, and first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to all our customers who suffered and went through that outage. 97% of our customers were restored within 3 days, or had power within 3 days, but there were certainly customers that went longer, and our hearts go out to those individuals, and I want them to know we're continuing to work to improve our electric grid as we go forward, so customers don't have to go through that again.
Yeah, it's interesting when we see the storms. We're at home. Your crews are out on the road in the dark. Can't imagine some of the things they go through. Working overtime.
Yeah, we have amazing coworkers. We had 600 some line crews out during the storm. We had thousands of people behind the scenes who are helping support. Just amazing work by our coworkers to deliver for our customers.
There you are, Gene Davis serving breakfast.
Oh yeah. I had eggs that day.
Did you?
I was serving eggs that day. So we served over 10,000 of our customers, not at that particular event, but throughout Michigan during the storms. It's just our way of trying to recognize that people are going through hardship without the power, and a way of giving back. In this case, eggs and waffles, and on that Saturday.
Yeah, Consumers hosted quite a few events after the storm to reach out to the community, and people are going to be seeing more of the Consumers Energy employees as it's a big week next week. Back to the office.
Back to the office.
Yeah.
May 15th. May 15th. We've put in place it's a foundation of reestablishing our foundation, what's necessary for the future, and bringing our coworkers back into the office, minimum of 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And we're excited about it and what it means. There's a lot of reasons for doing it. Relationships happen when people connect one-on-one. That builds trust, it builds loyalty, it builds our ability to work and solve customer problems quickly, which is required in our future. It is also a great way, particularly people learn on the job. 80% of what they do you learn on the job, and you learn from a coworker in the next cube over or the next across the hall. And so we see that as a real need as we look forward to the future. And then finally, it's this commitment to community. We've been committed to jobs and involvement in our community, and a lot of that has stayed true during the pandemic, but it's about now working with our local businesses and communities like Jackson and across the state.
Yeah, change is inevitable, and this is just another change. I think during the pandemic, safety, of course.
Sure.
People can work from home. I think a lot of folks thought that might go on forever, but it wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, now Carolyn Bloodworth can return to taking group selfies in the office.
Hi, Carolyn.
Carolyn's amazing, and whether it's obviously she leads our foundation, and she's an amazing force here in the community.
Well, do you have an electric car yet?
I do.
Really?
I do. Okay. In January, I took receipt of a Ford F-150 Lightning.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes, and so I got it as soon as it was available. The day they announced they were going to make it and available to the public, I put my order in, and so I was early in the queue, and so I took receipt in January. So it's a fun vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun vehicle to drive.
It's a part of the company's commitment to renewable energy. You've got pretty ambitious goals to be providing energy from renewable resources and to step away from fossil fuels. And electric vehicles is one of those steps.
Yes, and we'll be out of coal by 2025, one of the first in the nation. But I want our customers to know that we will ensure reliability. So when they flip that light switch, they will have light, and that's an important piece. And it'll be in big part due to renewables. We're building 8,000 megawatts of renewables. That's a lot of renewable energy, but we're also having natural gas, which is a cleaner form of a fossil fuel, cleaner. That'll be the backup. That'll be the reliable piece that'll ensure the lights come on when customers expect it to.
Forestry has to be just a big part of your future plans and things like that. You just can't predict what's going to happen during a storm, but these trees are not stopping growing, are they? It's crazy.
We have a beautiful state, don't we? I mean, it's tree covered, it's tree lined. It's a great place to live, and but there's a lot of those trees that hang over our lines, and we've more than doubled the amount in the last 3 years that we spend to go out and trim and cut trees across the state. There's some 70,000 miles of line. And so it's a lot of work out there, but we're doing a lot more of it so we can ensure reliability for our customers.
One of the things that I think all of us in this community appreciate is the amount of time, money, and energy the company and its employees give back to the community. We really saw it a lot during the pandemic, the meals and all the nonprofit support. And we saw a bunch of your employees out cleaning up the downtown and parks.
I was talking to the folks at the city, and consumers did so well they were done ahead of schedule, they said. But the city just absolutely loved this, and your employees seem to have a wonderful day helping out the city.
There's Mike Ross and some other great coworkers there. We had 150 out on Earth Day and Earth Month out volunteering here in the community to brighten up the community and recognizing Earth Day. And so it's just one of the many ways we give back here in the community. And the way I see our future too, from returning back to our facilities here, is also how can we continue to engage more in our communities, not just being present as we go back and forth to work, but how can we do more activities like this as well?
Yeah, as one of the largest employers really in Michigan, I think everyone's excited to hear the news of the return to office and going to see some more foot traffic and things like that. So it's exciting, very exciting times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of the employees are anxious to reconnect with their coworkers.
Right.
It can be pretty lonely sitting at home watching The Price is Right.
Well, I don't think they were doing. I don't think they were doing that. No. So they were busy. But I was over at off Parnell Road at our other facility here north of Jackson just yesterday, and the excitement is building here as we approach May 15th. You can see people start to move back in the office. The energy levels are higher as people are connecting with one another, and that's where the energy is, and that's what's really needed for our future.
How are you enjoying your role as president and CEO? Of course, you've been with the company so long, seeing us through the pandemic and through these big storms. Talk a little bit about kind of your role and how you felt.
It's amazing to be able to lead a great company like this that's been around for 137 years. But the credit really goes to our coworkers. They do the day in day work to deliver for our customers. And I say this, I love our coworkers. I love this company. I've got a long history. My father worked for this company as well, and so we're so connected within the state of Michigan, but also Jackson. It's just a great place to be and to lead.
Yeah, a lot of multi-generational families, Tom Bishop and Dan Bishop.
Oh yeah, legendary.
Yeah, and they watch every day. Tom and Betty. Thanks for tuning in. The future of the community and Consumers Energy hand in hand on a number of projects. Big contributor, both you've got people on the board in Scott McIntosh and others at the Jackson YMCA, which we're getting closer to groundbreaking.
Yeah, we're excited what that means for Jackson. And I remember going to that YMCA when I was taking swim classes as a kid. That's a long time ago.
Right.
So it's in need of a good remodel, refurbish, and we're excited about the renovations that are on the way. And so Scott's, as you mentioned, an active member of the board there. We're proud to be a large contributor to that project, and it's going to be exciting to see that break ground. So.
Yeah, street actually with Jackson School of the Arts, your involvement with JATA, you're going to be part of Rider Appreciation Day
MLK
next week.
Corridor involvement as well.
Yeah.
JATA Rider Appreciation Day. Yeah. You're serving hot dogs.
I'm serving. We're both serving. You want to come down and serve hot dogs?
Yeah, that's.
We'll send you an email invite.
That's what's fun about summer.
Yeah.
Hot dogs, grilling.
That's right.
That's good.
Well, we appreciate what Consumers Energy does in our community here at GTV and your time with us here today.
Yeah, thank you both.
Appreciate it.
Garrick Rochow, President and CEO of Consumers Energy. It's National Nurses Week, and we actually have a couple nurses joining us in moments. Stay tuned.